want to touch base with you on different types of flavored moonshine. Now, I've picked up this. It's Midnight Moonshine with real strawberries in it. And so I bought this and I tried it, and it's pretty good. Definitely has the corn moonshine taste to it, but the strawberries make it extra good. Me and my wife both like this, but a lot of people out there might not be ready to try to make genuine corn moonshine. So what we're going to try to do is make an approximate, something close to this. May not be the exact recipe, but we're going to get things, we're going to take a few shortcuts, and we're going to get pretty close to this. Now, like I said before, the thing about trying to make corn mash is the starch needs to be converted to sugar first, and then the sugar can be converted to alcohol. Now, you just can't throw in corn and just expect it to work. It doesn't work like that. You either need malt, or another ingredient is called amylase. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. It's spelled Amylase. This is an enzyme. You can get it at a brewery company or a brewery store that sells stuff for making beers and wines, and you can add this as a shortcut to malting your grains. But we're going to go even simpler than that. Now, virtually anybody could make a simple sugar shine, and that's just to take some sugar and some water and some yeast. There are a couple different types of yeast. Ordinary bread yeast is good. It does the job if you're just starting out and you just want to shop at the grocery store for your ingredients. This is it: sugar, yeast, and water, and you have a simple sugar wash. And if you want to go another step further, this is a turbo yeast made by Alcotech. It's a 48-hour yeast, meaning you make your sugar wash and you dump this in there, and in 48 hours it'll bring your alcohol concentrate to 14%. And if you let it sit for 5 days, it'll bring it up to 20%, whereas your everyday yeast will not do that. Your everyday yeast stops well before 20%. So either or is okay. You can play around. This is a little costly, not very costly. This is definitely cheaper. So you could try, if you're watching your dollars, you could add a little of this and add a little of this, and let it set for an extra time. If you were only to use half of this, you could let your wash set for 2 weeks, and then you should get a good alcoholic wash. But now the sugar shine, after you've made your sugar shine, it's not going to have any taste to it because it's just sugar. All you're going to taste is a non-sweet, sugary substance in your alcohol. Some people think it's better than corn moonshine as far as taste goes, but others might not like it. So we're going to take a shortcut to try to make this more like this, and that is to use Kool-Aid. I know what you're thinking, Kool-Aid? Well, the idea is quite simple. We just want some flavoring. Now, depending on how you do your distilling, I'm the type of person that likes to get it all in one try. I don't do double distilling or triple distilling, but some people do. So now if you're doing a double distillation, you could make your first run, and then when you go do the second run, add 1 packet of Kool-Aid to your run, considering, you know, if you have like under a gallon of finished product that you want to redistill, add 1 packet of Kool-Aid, and when you distill it again, you should be able to distinct a little hint of strawberry in your moonshine. And if you wanted to add some sugar to that, make it even better, you can. Now, since I'm the type of person that tries to get it done in a single distillation, what I would do is I would add, depending on how much, say like 5 gallons, well, I would use about 5-6 packets of Kool-Aid for a 5-gallon wash, and then I would add this before I distill it. I would distill, or I would ferment the sugar water, and then after it's done fermenting, I would add the Kool-Aid and then distill it. So, and there's no limitations to what you could do with this. I mean, I've chosen strawberry to see how close of an approximation I could get to this. But you don't have to stop there. I mean, you could go with cherry. They also have moonshine with cherries in it, so you could get cherry Kool-Aid. Lime Kool-Aid sounds like it would be pretty good. Now, something I thought would be really good, but I can't find it, would be watermelon. I think watermelon would make an excellent taste in your moonshine, but I didn't see any watermelon Kool-Aid, so I mean, we'll try that some other time, but if we can find it. Another possibility that you could do for flavoring your sugar wash would be something like tea, an instant powdered tea mix. This is a peach tea, and I like this peach tea pretty good. It's a pretty good drink, so I think that would add a really great taste to anybody's moonshine.